Can you please, guys? I've not been on YouTube Live for a long, long time. Maybe once this year. Can you like chat and let me see what you're writing and where you're? Just tell me where you're watching from, because I don't even know my YouTube audience. This morning, I told everybody to come to YouTube and subscribe and press notifications. Let's face it, I joined YouTube in 2011 while I was in Canada. Daddy Freeze has more than 100,000 followers. Don't you think I should have more than 100,000 followers and get that prize they get? Nobody follows me because I'm a liar. To them, I'm a liar. Okay? They want the lies, the real lies, which I won't tell them. I left Nigeria 2 years ago, next week, January 1st, 2023. Just like that, it's 2 years. I want you guys to be ready for the worst. It's no big deal. I mean, I'm not relevant. I don't want to be relevant. Do you see them report anything I say on the news? No, you don't. I don't have anything to do with Nigeria anymore. That all ended. I did Mohbad's investigation because I wanted to show the police how stupid they were. Mohbad didn't like me. In fact, Mohbad did a lot of bad things. Mohbad was responsible for going all over the industry and telling people not to work with my son. My son was blacklisted in the industry because of my fight with Davido. Either way you see, Davido is wrong. There's no way Davido is right. I just don't want to cause trouble because the Adeleke's and the Olun lawyers are family friends. If I really didn't know Davido from anywhere, I would sue him in a U.S. court. He's American, I'm American. I'll sue him in there. Me Too movement, Gloria Allred, all these feminist groups, just that one tweet. He tweeted 3 things. Just that one. He said, go and oil your pussy. You're lacking sex. Telling that to an elderly journalist is a no-no in the U.S. I will cancel Davido's music career. Right there, he'll be canceled. You don't know how much damage I can do. And I hear people saying, oh, the mother is my friend. I'm not treating... And so what? The mother is my friend. The child is an idiot. A drug dealer, drug trafficker, got his own child killed. I'm not doing any more social media because I came to social media for one thing. I came to work. Okay? In my days, news was reported on television, radio, and newspaper. When social media came, something called digital journalists evolved. Journalists who were on TV, radio, and newspaper, they all ran to the newspaper because they knew that they could type everything that's going into that newspaper. They can type it online and change it. The minute you write a story in the newspaper, at 2 a.m. it must print. That's when newspapers print all over the world, 2 a.m. Once it's printed, it's final copy. But with social media, we could go back to the computer and edit that story, especially if we made a mistake on some spelling or someone's name. So there was an online edition. There was an online edition of the Washington Post, New York Times, Chicago Tribune, next thing, Punch newspapers, Nigerian Tribune. Every newspaper then had an online version. And then as time went on, the newspapers vanished, and it was just the online version. Some newspapers don't exist anymore in America. You know that, right? Because no one's reading them. Everything's online now. And then they become the subscriptions. You go to the online subscriptions and you pay, and you'll be reading it. So you guys like all that. No, don't tell me I shouldn't retire. That's fucking annoying. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I was in Nigeria for 11 years. Nobody hired me because of fear of the NBC, because of people trying to bring me down, because they knew I was very good. And I kept telling you guys, crowdfund. You're powerful than them. Social media is powerful than most of these people. If everybody in that page gave me 1,000 naira, I'll have 700 million naira. I will build the state-of-the-art newsroom and they won't be able to do anything. I wouldn't even put it in Nigeria. I'll put it in Ghana or Togo or any of those countries surrounding Nigeria. But no, she's a beggar, 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 beggar. That's all I heard throughout. You shamed me as a beggar. I've gone now. When I left Instagram, nobody knew. I left Instagram like 2021. I came back in 2024 and I shut it down in August after my birthday. No one knew I was leaving. Twitter, X, I shut down in September. I wanted to leave without even noticing I've left. You know how that goes. Somebody's in your house and they leave your house. You think they're going to their hotel or they're going to their sister's house. They've traveled already to America or wherever they're going to. Nobody tells you nothing. About an hour ago, I shut down Facebook. That's a big blow to many people. They're going to wake up and be looking for my page all over. My Facebook page has 716,000. I opened it on January 25th, 2013. There's no building on anything, and I'm not Hi Mama, okay? It's Dr. Kemi. You guys have no respect. You come calling people doctor on my page, Dr. Shadi Okoya, Dr. this, people that got honorary degrees, and you are calling me auntie. What kind of nonsense is that? What kind of bullshit is that? Am I your auntie? Am I your house girl? That's what you call auntie, your house girl. Hi, Mama, let's build on. I'm not Mama, Dr. Kemi. Be respectful. I sat in the classroom. I have a doctorate degree in pharmacy, a profession most of you can't even do. I don't need any support for journalism. Please keep the money, all right? If you're going to support me, help me with the medical bills. Because right now, I have peripheral neuropathy, and it's really, really, really paining me. I'm in pain all the time. I'm crawling on the ground. I can't get off this bed. I just had a shower now. I crawled to the bathroom. Imagine. When I stand up is when the pain starts. I cannot walk. I cannot walk downstairs. I cannot walk to the supermarket. I'm in pain. Nerve neuropathy. Between the nerves that were damaged during the sciatica, accident in 2005. Some doctors have pointed to that. To my foot surgery, twice foot surgery. Some have pointed at that. But everybody's trying to say the same thing. I'm not diabetic. I told them to cut off my foot because it's numb. And it turns like fire. I don't want that pain. Amputate the foot. The doctor said we can't amputate your foot because you're not diabetic. Okay, go and take another blood sugar, FBS, everything. I did FBS, I did the sugar. I came back normal. Do you know how many nerves is inside our legs? Crown and Bloom Exotic Hair gave me £5. Thank you. Nobody gives me money. Social media platforms worked without money. We just put stuff out for you for free. While those big media houses were doing this stuff, we, the small people, were not getting paid. I worked 11 years without a salary in Nigeria. I would never come back to that country for anything. Never. None of you have ever asked me why I never worked in Nigeria. But everybody came to my side, and when they saw that I had all the followers, they didn't have all the followers. They knew there was something powerful. When the social media platform started monetization, Nigerians did not monetize me. This Crown Bloom and Exotic Hair has been giving me let me see. I don't go live on YouTube, but earlier this year I went live when I was teaching a class, a free class. I was teaching you guys monetization. I charge $100 for monetization in a group. $100. In January, I could not charge 179,000 for one person. I couldn't because of the exchange rate that Tinubu messed up. Because of that reason, I ended up doing 10 classes for you guys. 10. Out of my 10 classes for 659,000 people on Facebook, content creation and Facebook monetization, I gave you 8 of them free. 8. And I did tutorials for it. I did live tutorials and I did 8 classes free. One of my friends, Bimbo in the UK, said, don't ever teach Nigerians anything free ever again. Bimbo did not know that I've been doing this since 2014. I even started a school. I never charged anybody tuition, but you didn't know that. On my 60th birthday, a guy contacted me and said, you taught me monetization earlier this year, before Facebook arrived in June. I taught this guy in May with another batch of people. He came back and said he was making money. He was using his monetization and Facebook page for tech stuff. He had 10,000 followers. He said he was making money. On my 60th birthday, nobody celebrated him. Nobody had a party from nothing. Nothing online, no gifts, nothing. That guy contacted me from Abuja. He DM'd me and sent me 500,000 naira to say thank you for teaching him monetization. That's somebody I charge $100. Bimbo said, do you know you just lost $65 million? 650,000 people on Facebook. I taught free. Times $100, $65 million. I said, I know. People just wasted my life, my career, everything. In Nigeria, as soon as I got to Nigeria, they saw the threat. Everybody saw the threat. This is why Linda Ikeji went after me and lied. If I had studied Linda very well, I would have known what kind of person she is. She blackmails people for money. What she did to Femi Kuti is an example. And Dakwa Abiodun, when DJ Olu died. But Linda went and wrote a story that I threatened all bloggers that steal my pictures that I would shoot all of them with my guns. Linda went to the Toronto Police Facebook page, saw me holding all kinds of guns there. She downloaded all the pictures and put it on her blog, stating that I threatened bloggers that I would shoot them with my guns. Do you know that Linda took Toronto Police picture at the Chief of Police dinner? The Chief of Police dinner. The Chief of Police dinner is an annual dinner that the Chief of Police has with all the police department there, dignitaries, guests, mayors, governors. And I'm the one, because I was the volunteer that was a gun violence advocate. I'm the one that shows everybody the guns one by one. Yes, I was holding a Tech 9. I was showing the people, we seized this from someone's house, a drug dealer. I was holding an M16, an American military rifle, inside a gang member's house. I was the one showing all the guns, and they took pictures of me, and Linda went to download all of them from Toronto Police page and put it on her page. At that very moment, Etisalat had offered me 30 million naira as a data endorsement deal because they noticed that everything I wrote went viral. This is why they made me controversial journalist. I was never controversial anywhere. They started calling me that, and it was good. It was marketable. Why Nigeria will blog with me every day, will blog about me every day. Everybody will blog about me every day. But some of the data people loved it. Etisada came to me with unlimited data, 30 million to advertise all this stuff. Is that not what the same thing they're doing with Daniel Rager now? Is that not what I was doing, what Daniel Rager is doing now? I was the one doing all the talking in 2012, 2013 and all that. If something happened, I was the one I was the critic. Because after all, I was a journalist and there's something called opinion journalism. I was doing opinion without writing articles. I could write an article. There was a time where Showore called me to start writing articles for Sahara Reporter Opinion. And that's very good exposure. Showore said I should come and be writing every week. write my opinion on different topics. I never really started because I wanted a paying job. I went to the Nigerian Tribune. They hired me without a resume. I was a music columnist. I took 100% of the profits for the adverts. And then I started my own platform, HNN Africa. Etisala took that money back. I lost that endorsement deal because of Linda's story that I had guns and I was threatening bloggers. A fake story, a lie. Then she went on Twitter and tweeted, he, Madam Kemi, and I'm beginning to like you. Sorry, he. She laughed it off. She laughed it off like nothing happened. I lost 30 million. And you're there praising Linda. Linda has a 600 million naira house, which was bought by Hush Puppy's money. I will not talk anymore. I will just simply write a book. AI is here, Abi. When I use AI to write that book will be ready in a week. Hush Puppy was stealing and keeping money with Linda and Toke Makinwa. So those ones appeared rich. He was keeping the money with them, laundering it through them. Peace, Akin, don't call me Mommy Wa. Don't call me nonsense. I'm Dr. Kemi. Americans can't call Olun lawyer. It's too tongue twisting. They decided, can we call you Dr. Kemi? Fine. You can't call people Dr. Kemi in Nigeria. You have to call them auntie. You have to call them Mommy Wa. Don't call me nonsense. Social media was my platform to work. Don't let me block you. Social media is my office. You will never come into my office and be calling me Mommy Wa. I'm not coming back to Facebook. Facebook is gone. 716,000. Thanks, everybody. I said specifically this morning when I woke up, everybody should go to Facebook, click subscribe to YouTube, click subscribe, notifications, and there's a memberships. There are 7 people here that have membership in my YouTube, and I've not even noticed until yesterday. Meaning that those people will be getting more videos from me. For now, I'm just going to be doing videos for the members. If you want to buy a membership, join. I need the money. The only thing that can help me right now is stem cells. Stem cell therapy is 40,000 pounds. That's what the British are saying. The Americans want $50,000. Who has that kind of money? I said people should donate for me, crowdfund for me. I haven't even reached 2 million. I haven't even reached 1 million. What do I want to do? Is it a sense of entitlement? All the work I've put out and given you, doesn't that equal to what the kind of things you can do to help me? If I had a child that could support me to be like that. My oldest child is autistic. He cannot even make $50. My second child has been missing since 2014. I have not seen him since 2003. I have not seen my son for 21 years. Imagine. I don't even know where he is because he had a fight with his father and his stepmother. Those ones end up divorcing. My son ran away. Why do you think I sleep every day? Some of you be opening your dirty mouths. You'll be talking to me that, how do I sleep every day? People are doing bad things in Nigeria. They're getting richer. They're having white parties, satanic parties. They're sacrificing others so that they can be richer. You sit down, you'll be praising them. Davido this, Davido that. Whiskey this, burner that. Where's your own money? All my friends will be laughing at me in Nigeria. I'll be watching them. Kemi, you're big now. You should be making 10 million a week, hosting events and everything. Somebody said Sheyi Makinde went to do inauguration. They went to give Sheyi the money, 15 million naira, for him to go and host the inauguration at the government house. The person talking, I won't tell you that name. Sheyi gave one MC the money, 150,000 naira. They gave you 15 million. You went to give somebody 150,000 naira to go and host it. And you kept the rest. The person now said, instead of Makinde to give that money to Kemi Olunloyo, she should come and give American accent to host that inauguration. There are many things God doesn't want me to do. There are many things you think I should be doing. You know, I know my worth. April said I should come to the White House. She'll be an intern there at one point. If I go to the White House, that's like just going from fry pan to fire, because I don't even report politics. If you are going to the White House, you must be a member of the White House press corps. The press corps reports about the president, okay, and politics. I've interned there. If I go to the White House press corps, I will go to work at the White House every day and sit in the press room and do my work, report the president. President might come out and talk to us. The spokesman to the president will always brief us. We will always do live reports back to our stations, and if we're independent, we do our reports there. When the dinner comes, the White House press dinner, the president will invite us to come and party with him at the White House. There's so many fun things in the White House, but at the end of the day, what does that make me? Doesn't that make me a journalist again? Who is the oldest person in the White House press corps now? She just retired, 73 years old. You can't just say, don't retire. It doesn't work like that. Do you know who sponsors Fisayo Shoyombo? Do you know who gave him money to start Fiji Nigeria as an investigative journalist? The guy is suffering in Nigeria. He's still there. They have arrested him so many times. Fisayo says he has 15 invitations. I have 6 invitations. I didn't honor any of them. They even went as far as arresting him, the army, because he noticed how they were stealing oil in Port Harcourt. Elvis, nobody is supporting me. These are generalized statements. We will continue to support you. With what? I need 130 million minimum to even work as a journalist and run a proper media house. I told all of you I spent $10,200 on Mobad alone. One bastard was laughing on the comments here. I removed the person fast. The person came to TikTok to beg me. I said, fuck off. I blocked him up over there too. Now I don't even have TikTok. I don't have Instagram. I don't have X, and I don't have Facebook again. I'm not going back to any of those platforms. I'm done. If I have to do live here every night on YouTube, I will. I don't care for any monetization anymore on Facebook or any of those other platforms. It's too late for things like that. My mental health was ruined when the Oromoni case happened. Who told you that Oromoni's wife died? Was it not me? All of you kept quiet. 5 days, nobody said anything. Then Instablog announced it, then you're all commenting. The woman cursed herself to death. I told you in 2021, whoever beats up and killed my son, God will punish them. She and her husband sat there and they were cursing God. Especially, she did most of the cursing. I said, this woman is cursing herself. Nobody killed your son. But I look like a fool, right? March 2022, January 2022, I tweeted it twice. Oromoni Sr. should be arrested for negligence. His child had an enlarged liver. He was taking pictures for the internet. He should be arrested. 2 years exactly from the day I tweeted. Inquest said the father was negligent and the doctor. America, they would have arrested them both. But they did nothing here for them. And you are still there commenting, oh, they didn't get justice. They got justice. The problem is that the person that robbed Sylvester of that justice is his own parents. The curse that the woman put on herself, since she made that curse, and I was standing there and I was saying, this woman is cursing herself. Mrs. Oromoni went in and out of hospital. I'm going to write a book about the Oromoni case. She went in and out of the hospital, sick. With the billions that the father had, billionaire will fly her abroad, in and out of UK hospitals everywhere. And whatever that killed her, they could not even diagnose it. She went and cursed her own self. She ruined the lives of those children. 5 of them, 2 of them had paroxysms. If you don't know, because you're only after Sylvester and all that. 2 of those children had paroxysms and they ruined their lives. And I'm really sorry that the father and mothers of those children did not sue Orom money, because I was going to sue him now. People were begging me. They came and begging me on behalf of Falano. Falano that told the police to intimidate me. Falano harassed me, intimidated me. That's why I went after him during Mohbad. You think you can come and intimidate me and your own daughter is a lesbian, touching girls in secondary school? If I know your name, I can investigate you and find out your past. So don't even play with me. Elvis, have you ever donated to my work? Because I really want to know this. And don't retire, we will continue to support. Who is we? No one is supporting me. Robots, you said let's build on. We're enjoying you in this space. I'm not here to give enjoyment. I was here for real journalism. But since you guys just wasted my time, 2011 to 20, I did not come to YouTube for 3 years. When I came back, how many times did I go live in 2024? Once. Somebody say, what's the tea? I'm not here for tea. You're not serious. Nobody should see me as any mother. I'm not a fucking mother to anybody. The only person I'm a mother to is my children, okay? It's Dr. Kemi on this platform. Robert, if you think I'm too harsh, leave the place so I can remove you. Would you like me to remove you? You don't have to come here. There's 1 million YouTube pages, please. Crown and Bloom Exotic here. Thank you very much. I've posted the account number so many times for the pain and the diagnosis. You know, I can't afford stem cell now. We don't have the money. We can't raise it. It's not possible. 40,000 pounds, even $100,000, 150,000. That is for this complete treatment. Let's leave dollar once. Let's leave pound 1 second. Let's go to the dollar. How do you raise $150,000? Can you multiply that by 1,800 or whatever the rate is? That's millions and millions and millions of dollars. And even if everybody gave me 500 naira on a 711,000 page, okay, that at least, let's say 1,000 everybody, that would be at least 700 and something million. Then I'll be able to pay for it and have some money left behind to open a journalism house, right? No, I just don't think that way. They don't think crowdfunding. They don't think that way. So I just leave it faithfully for £5. Thank you. Gifted one, Dr. Kemi Lawrence membership. Okay, Elvin Alpha, thank you. How do you use this membership? Do I give it to someone? I'll give it to someone that's worth giving it to. Thank you. Rue was gifted a membership by Evelyn. Good. I wish I have the moments this woman needs help. We should send sentiment. People should forget anything. Should help. Look, I have gone now from Facebook. That's how I disappeared from YouTube for a whole 3 years. You remember, guys, remember YouTube? 2020. When did she even owe me that money? I left YouTube during the pandemic and I wasn't on it till 2023. 2022, 23. 3 years, imagine. Now YouTube has done something now. You can't deactivate your page. You have to deactivate every video. And I can't deactivate 1,000 videos and then be reactivating them. So I just left it. Nkem Onduwe, you are spamming. Don't spam, please. You're just spamming. Hi. It's too much. I beg. Ruth Henshaw, I don't like people telling me to calm down. I actually specifically don't like that. Okay? Sometimes you have to vent your frustration. After Linda Ikeji ruined my career and my name, I went after her fake pregnancy and that whole thing with she and Dan Foster and Deola Olunloyo. Okay, I created stories out of them. I created the deepest secrets and I brought them out to the people. The same thing with Davido. Every single secret Davido had, every single story about Davido, I reported them to you. Okay, including the people carrying the drugs on his private jet. Every single thing. After I said that drugs on the private jet, Shebi Festus Keyamo also confirmed that for you. There's other stuff I can't even tell you yet. All that stuff will be in a book. You all be running to buy the book, then I'll have the money I need. I've given you so many things that you just don't appreciate. You come and be yelling on people. In 2020 November, I told you that Mark-Angel was cheating Denison Igwe and the girl, Emanuela. I kept tweeting about who owns a house. It's a lie. Emanuela didn't build any fucking house. Let me see the results. Let me see the... Everybody was abusing me, calling me names on the comments. Punch called him and said he should come and do interview. Punch said, what do you think about what Auntie Kemi said? What Kemi Olun lawyer said about Emanuela? He said, well, she's just dreaming, just rubbish. 4 years later, Denison Igwe goes and disgraces and opens his yash on Nedu's podcast. Everybody now coming, so you were right. Fuck off! So you were right. So you were right. We will be bringing things to you ahead of time. You don't want to listen. When Ifeanyi Adeleke died, I went to Banana Island Estate to ask what happened. Banana Island said nobody died in their estate and nobody drowned in any swimming pool. You think I will stop there? No, you are not ready for the truth. So go and live in your lies. The police quickly closed that case. Autopsy has been done. Ifeanyi drowned. Family wants privacy. They covered it all up. Anyway, I've told the story. That's what was about to happen in 2025. In 2025, a team of investigative journalists, including Anas is that Ghanaian one that wears curtain on his head. Anas is going to be breaking one bad story. One badass story that's going to like really, really dig out some politicians in Ghana, some public figures. Mona is coming out of prison, Mona Montrach. I did that girl's case, Ajia for real. All these people. Bidemi Rufai is coming out in February. That's Dakwa Biodun's aide that stole money. So there's a lot going to be opening. People's nyash are going to open big time, including Davido. Including Burna and Davido's fight at the cult. Okay, I won't even tell you that cult one. You know, I have the whole details. I write it in a book. You know, you'll be shocked. Your jaws will drop. You think they just wear white and say they're going to white party? Why do you think Tiwa Savage wears black when she goes there? Hey, Tigmo. Hey, Tigmo, rara. Robert, what's this nonsense you are talking about? Please don't insult me. If you don't want to be on this live, don't write rubbish. Reach out to VDM. What concerns me with VDM? Why am I reaching out to VDM? Or Bonner Boy for assistance? For why? Why am I reaching for them for assistance? Are you mad? We're telling you guys to donate 500. So you crowdfund. You're asking me to go and meet millionaires, billionaires, or whatever. You guys are so stupid. Robert, stop it, because I will block you. I don't want your type on my YouTube is the only thing I have left that I'm using, and I don't want stupid people here. This YouTube is going to be a privilege. I'm only making videos for people in the subscriptions. Some of you inside that subscription, I'm going to offer other things like classes, you know, coaching and classes, monetization, content creation. I'm going to offer immigration services. Those that want to know about immigration, okay, and you have a subscription, you can ask me any question about immigration. Okay, DS-160, DS-260, all those forms, green card, visitors, B2B1 visas, get a subscription. I'm only giving all that to the subscribers. What I mean subscribers, I mean members, memberships. Buy a membership. Buy a membership. You know what I mean? No, nobody has to, I don't know what you mean by ping. What's the meaning of ping? Ping your account. You mean pin. Pin your accounts. Well, I'm tired of pinning the accounts. I'm just tired. I'm really tired. If you go to the posts, if you go to my post on this YouTube, it's there. If you go to some of the videos, it's there. I'm tired. When people say paste your account number, that's when they don't even want to donate. You know, I've noticed that. The people that don't want to donate that keep asking for the same account number when it's there. If you don't find it, don't worry. I used to say go to Facebook. TikTok removed so many of my videos because I was posting account number. TikTok doesn't like you posting account number. They say it's personal information. Just to lift my hand to come and type it is even like, and I'm using this Android. Oh, I can't even type. Somebody type it for me, I beg. First Bank 2007. That First Bank is a useless account for me now. Tinubu has stolen our money. I repeat, Tinubu has stolen our money. If you leave 300,000 in our account, do you know what it's worth now? To the dollar? Some of you even think I live in America. Since when? Oh, I don't understand. I've moved 4 times now since I left Nigeria. $2007-477-948. You can't pin an account now. Can you pin in an account here? I'm just too lazy. Look at this, all these parameters here. $12.51. Thank you to those that donated. People are here on YouTube, 71,000 people. Sheyi Makinde posted his thing today. His pajamas picture. Yesterday was his birthday. You know he's a Christmas Day governor. I think Sheyi Makinde is Christmas Day. Anyway, at the end of the day, they have now arrested the Archdiocese of Abuja priest. So now Naomi has been arrested. Priest at Archdiocese in Abuja has been arrested. Now they are number one next. They're now arresting all the organizers of where people have died. Can you believe this? Asadu Osonwo. Somebody type the account for me. Oh, I want to vomit now. Have you ever taken a painkiller, a narcotic? First of all, you have to, if you're in pain, no, not the people that abuse it. Tramadol, 37.5 with paracetamol. The pain in the muscle is different from pain in the nerve. If you have pain in the muscle, it feels as if they're stabbing you, they're cutting your meat. If you have pain in the nerve, the area is numb. It will not turn like fire. It's fiery pain. It's very bad. Very, very bad. Because you don't know when you're going to have pain, there might not be food in your stomach. So you might end up having to either eat something quick, like a whole packet of biscuits, bread and butter or bread and jam, bread sha, a malt. Those are the things that can actually coat your stomach. I drink a malt and I eat some biscuits or Pringles or something. Then take the painkiller. If that painkiller gets to one area where you don't have enough food in your system or you feel like vomiting, that's how it feels. Princess JAK 2007477948. Yeah, you got it. Can I pin your comments? Can somebody pin somebody else's comment? Okay, pin message. YouTube has changed though. Okay. Princess JK. Thank you so much. I'm so tired. I'm only going to be using YouTube I'm not doing Facebook anymore. I don't have the time. Facebook did something to us last week. Anyone that's a Facebook influencer, anyone with over 300,000 followers. So the people in the threes, the five, the seven, and the 1.3 million people, we all got our distribution cuts. I don't know, but Facebook did not anticipate what they wanted to do in Africa. They wanted to do monetization in Africa. So they put monetization, they already have it in South Africa. They don't consider those ones as Africans. So they brought monetization to Nigeria, Ghana, and Nairobi, Kenya. And Kenya, Sha. So these three African countries, Kenya, Ghana, and Nigeria, Facebook were not really sure. They went there. Zuckerberg went to Kenya and he also came to Nigeria during Buhari. However, he did not know the potential of content creating in those countries as compared to when he came to Nigeria, to Buhari's first administration, and Kenya, when Kenyatta was there. Now, he comes back 8 years later and starts monetization, and all their money is running out. That's what happened. All Facebook's money is running out, so they decided to cut in-stream ads, the one that pays for the videos. They slowed it down by pausing it, so nobody can apply for new in-stream ads now. Now they want to merge it with performance bonus and others. Let me make it simple for you. They just cut our money. All our views were cut. In other words, I had 35 million impressions on my page, and my videos had 7 million impressions. One day that Facebook went down, if you remember very vividly, in November, Facebook went down for 1 hour. But when it came up, all of us that has 35 million, we now went down to 18 million. The green button became red and it was an arrow down. We were all shocked. I contacted Oge Sima, Ameya Deborah in Ghana, Extendella in Kenya, all the big influencers that I knew. Everybody saw the same thing happen to them. It was shocking. If you had like $576 of in-stream ads, somehow your money went down to 3 something. They didn't cut it all, but the way they did it was your distribution was lowered. Like, you will post something that you have 200 comments in 5 minutes. It had 6 comments. You see what I'm saying? It had 6 comments. Has anybody noticed that on my Facebook page? When I post, my reels don't even have any comments. So I discovered that it's when I'm speaking Yoruba. I've told you guys this a lot because I'm going to be doing a lot of Yoruba videos. I discovered it's when I'm speaking Yoruba that my videos were getting viral on Facebook. If I wasn't speaking Yoruba and it was English, nobody was watching it. But if I start speaking in Yoruba, Igbos and non-Yoruba speakers will start shouting, speak in English. You won't touch the video, you won't watch it, you won't do anything. Why should I make it? English reel, 650 views. When you know I'm Kemi Oluloyo, Kemi Lawrence, Dr. Kemi, they're coming for my video and they're going to post it elsewhere. So people say I'm wicked when I go to other people's pages and I take those pages down. You will get a YouTube strike. I do not reverse YouTube strikes. If you steal my video off YouTube and you are struck, you will pay me $500 before I can reverse that strike. YouTube is now giving opportunity for the people that own that video to reverse the strike so that it won't affect you. So you have to pay me $500. One girl was crying, I don't have 500, I can't even feed my child. But you know how to steal my video, right? Sorry, you will keep that strike. I'm very wicked with my stuff. We put in a lot of work. You will now cut it into bits and pieces and be using it to make content. You're supposed to take permission from me. Instablog takes permission to use my videos if they need it. The last one they needed, they paid me money. Because when my videos, let me give you an example. If my video is monetized on YouTube, okay, I do a Yoruba video. You remember those Yoruba videos that I did on TikTok and I brought to YouTube? The Yabo Ojo one. I said, Yabo, have you slept with Naira Marley and you and your daughter? They went super viral. Every time I bring it to YouTube, let's say it makes 16,000 views in one day. English video, 650 versus 16,000. You see, YouTube is paying $8 per 1,000 views. But look at what the Yoruba ones are getting. But people are shouting, speaking English, speaking English. I don't have to speak in English. I don't make any money in English. I subsidize that English by people that give me gifts and donate to my work. Do you see how it works now? Donate to my work, donate to my work. That's how I subsidize what I'm losing. So I decide I'm not losing anymore. I will speak more Yoruba. I was giving you content so that you can have content, but you never supported me. And so I said, oh, you're going to lose followers. Unfortunately, speaking Yoruba does not make me lose followers. It makes me gain more followers. So now I'm not working for anybody again. I'm working for myself. I'm going to do what pleases me, what can feed me. Princess JK, sorry about your operation. I'm doing what will please me, what will feed me. 11 years in Nigeria, no salary. All of you have salary now. You go to work, they give you salary. I had no salary. And then I was putting my own work. When I left Nigeria, I took my son back to the States. We took Qatar Airlines to Doha. Just leaving Nigeria, all my pages became super monetized on Facebook. The Facebook AI computer pulled out one specific video, and that was the one I did in 2022 of Portable launching his career, and Olamide should help him so he doesn't derail. Portable ended up being, I don't know any one of Portable's songs except that Zazu. He made more trouble than songs. But that video I made got very viral in Nigeria. It went to 1.5 million views on Facebook. So the minute I left, the AI computer of Facebook detected that particular video as 1.5 million views, and I received $2,570. I just woke up one day and his PayPal says I have $2,570 from Facebook. I looked and I'm like, from Facebook? Facebook, they said in-stream ads. So this is what Facebook is paying people to monetize them. Then I shouldn't have been living in Nigeria. By the time we got to Doha, Doha to Atlanta, Atlanta to Dallas, by the time we got to that whole Atlanta thing, and if you're in the US, it's even more money. Then that computer went to pull another video. Another one of my viral videos from 2022. Another $750 entered my account. All this money started entering. YouTube, the money I got was close to 8,500 from videos that were not monetized in Africa. I said to my son, I'm going to Dubai. I've never been to Dubai. I'm going to enjoy myself. I ended up spending all that money on Mohbad's investigation. Not thinking that I would get a break-even point. So, from every video I made about Mohbad, I also got monetization, but then I was not in that zone anymore. Monetization was limited. I went to Ghana 4 times, Liberia, I covered Sierra Leone. So I was in different zones at different times. Some zones were not monetized, some were. At the end of the day, I spent, if you notice, I didn't really collect donations for Mohbad investigation. Donate to the investigation. I could have been doing that because everybody was donating to the father, donating to the mother. Iyabo Ojo was collecting donations. Tonto was collecting. Everybody was just doing donation one left and right. And they did nothing about the case. They cashed in on the case. I did not do any donations. The idiot that I blocked on YouTube said, who is spending $25,000 for Uber? You must be stupid. I hired 5 people to go to that inquest for me. 2 of my interns at 222 Media Institute, my school on X. Two of them live in Songotedo. I live in Aja. Songotedo is a little behind. One of those girls lives in Aja. Two of them in Songotedo. When they wake up, they leave at 5:30 a.m. because of traffic. The Uber that will carry them from Songotedo will carry them to Aja. They pick up the girl at Aja, and then they're going straight to Ikorodu to the inquest. If you know how much Uber costs from Songotedo to Ikorodu, you won't fucking ask me stupid questions. I removed that person from my page. 25,000. When I was in Nigeria, I took Uber from Aja to Ikorodu, and I paid one way. I paid close to 12,000 naira, and it was not traffic. The third mainland bridge was clear, but when we got down, when we got down that bridge, I started to go to Ikorodu. That's when traffic pulled up. 12,000. Then we are going back home. 12 plus 12 is what? It might not be 25, but it's close. Imagine. People just open their dirty mouths and be talking. That's just transportation for the interns inside one cab. I've not paid them for filing the stories. I've not paid them for going to sit in that courtroom and recording everything. That picture of Wumi wearing black, it was one of my interns that took it inside the courtroom. I will the picture here. You know what I mean? What country am I in? I don't tell anybody where I am. After you all chased me out of Nigeria. No. Can't know where I am. I can only guess. I'm not in any country that anybody needs to know. Nobody knows anything about me. Did I ever work as a paid journalist in Nigeria? Paid by who? Or you just came into the live? Nobody will hire me. When I was at Nigerian Tribune, I was only there for like a year as a music columnist. And they only gave me the platform. It's not like they paid me a salary. You need to know how that works. They paid journalists. If you are talking about paid journalists, the girl at Channels is, Kemi, we're waiting for you at Channels. So what happened at Splash FM? The radio station where the chairman said I have the best voice in the world, in Nigeria, and even the world. Chief Bayo Akonde. What happened when they wanted to bring to Splash FM? Somebody in Splash FM, I won't mention the person's name, was at their weekly meeting of the OAPs. The person said, don't bring her here. Davido called her a mad woman. You see what Davido did to my name, my career, and dragged me, but none of you wanted to see that. You believe he's the right person. I'm investigating somebody who abandoned a child in Ibadan, who was responsible for the deaths of 4 of his friends simultaneously, who didn't want to ask questions, and then who broke up with his girlfriend, and I reported that you broke up with Chioma. So you don't like this journalist reporting about you. You now tell her to go and oil her pussy. She's lacking sex. Nobody told you that this journalist was the one babysitting you when you came out of the hospital. When you were a newborn. So I decided I'll tell you everything about Davido. I've not even started telling you anything. You won't hear anything from me anymore because I'm not on any platform. You will hear it in a book. The other 2 stations that tried to hire me in Nigeria were scared of the NBC. If you say anything about Buhari, you see what happened to Oyimai. Oyimai left for America. He filed asylum. They gave him green card. From there, you don't see anything about Nigeria on his handle again. He works for a digital journalism company in New York. You remember Oyimai? Signal NG, Mr. Fix Nigeria is gone. Cable NG. Samuel Ogunnipe is gone. He went to get a classified document from PDP that would get Buhari out of government. And that classified document was sold. I would say it was sold. They paid a woman to give it to him. So the DSS came and surrounded Premium Times. But the guy at Premium Times, Ogundipe, had already fled underground. A PDP chieftain flew him out of Nigeria for his safety fast, gave him a lot of money, and he started People's Gazette in New York. Buhari went after People's Gazette, said they should block it. MTN, Etisalat, Airtel, all the telecoms should block it. People are using VPN to read People's Gazette. Ultimately, all the block was unlifted when Buhari left. You don't know how dangerous the work of news is. Imagine going to surround Premium Times office and then the editor's house, they were looking for Ogundipe. I don't think Cable NG is still in Nigeria. Sahara is definitely not in Nigeria. Sahara is in New York. Dr. Kemi is out of the country. Even the writer at Channels News, writer and blogger who made himself investigative journalist, David Hundeyin, even he is in Ghana. There's no investigative journalist left in Nigeria. Daniel Ojukwu, who works for Fisayo Shoyombo, he was nominated for the Wole Soyinka Award. I didn't know who won that. I have to go and check. He came to apologize to me. Fisayo Shoyombo made him come and apologize. He came to me and said, young journalist, Sanwo-Olu paid some journalists money to say that nobody died during EndSARS. I said, are you stupid? Are you asking me that question? I'm just asking if you are one of them. Are you fucking stupid? I picked up the phone and I messaged Fisayo Shoyombo to call me right away. Fisayo was very upset and said he would tell him to come and apologize, that he should never have done that. Since when did we start collecting money from politicians? Since when? Go and tell this your almost shell. Come on, shell. We don't collect money from anybody. He came and apologized and I forgave him. So don't try that again. Okay? You need to learn how this profession is done. I've been 31 years in this profession. Okay? During EndSARS, I went to 6 mortuaries looking for bodies. I taunted the military looking for bodies. But Nigerians are like, oh, can you say that nobody died in EndSARS? People fucking died in EndSARS. It's just that there was no massacre in Lekki. Know the difference. I did a whole podcast, 5-series podcast on that. But Nigerians refuse to listen to it. If you type Kemi Talks on Google, just type Kemi Talks podcast. You will see it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere. It's there. I have almost 50 podcasts in there. I started podcasting in Nigeria. Everything I started, I pioneered. People go after me. I'm the leader everybody else follows. I started podcasting in 2008 in Canada, SoundCloud. When Spotify started, everything on SoundCloud, everything on Anchor went to Spotify, Apple, and all the others distributed it. If you type Kemi Talks, pick Apple, pick anyone you want, you will see it in there. All my podcasts, very interesting. 419 Massacre. That's the Lekki Toll Gate. There was no massacre in Lekki Toll Gate. But people died in EndSARS. By the time we got to Fagba, I was wearing 2 masks. Flies everywhere. There were 50 bodies on the railroad tracks in Fagba. 50 bodies. I had 2 masks on. If you smell dead body, if you have ever smelled a dead body in your life, it is like no other smell. 2 masks I wore with flies everywhere. 50 bodies. I took photographs of some of the bodies, but it's almost impossible to post them anywhere. Instagram likes to post graphic things on Telegram. I don't like Telegram. I don't use it. I do not go near Telegram. Okay? I'm not on any social media anymore. When I finish this live now, I'm going to delete WhatsApp. In 2025, none of that. I left WhatsApp for 3 years too. 2021, I came back, and I came back this year. I came back to WhatsApp around my birthday. I don't need it. There's nobody on there that I use it for. People that have come to work for me, or they did something, or I went to a restaurant, I took someone's number, or one plumber came to fix the sink or something. All those people are in my phone. Then they will now be seeing my WhatsApp. I don't want that. Like this evening, I told my children don't even use WhatsApp. My children call me on Facebook Messenger. Now that Facebook is gone, my personal page on Facebook I also deactivated. I don't want anything to do with Facebook. I just told my children just start using the phone or text message to call me. Anybody that wants to call me. It's only gonna be Rich KJC calling me anyway. Because my older one doesn't really call. Since it's autistic and it's high functioning, but it doesn't call like that. We're going to reset. Everything is going back to where it was. Go and watch Lovey Ajayi's video. Do you know who Lovey Ajayi is? Lovey. Luvvie. If you type Lovey Ajayi, the best way to do is go to Google and type Lovey Ajayi. Lovey is an American personality. She has a very nice American accent from New York. And she also is one of the well-known Black female figures in America. African American women figures. You know what I mean? I think she went to Morehouse or one of those. But Lovey is a Nigerian. Okay, you wouldn't know she's Nigerian, maybe because of her accent and everything. So she's an influencer and everything. All her accounts are verified, so go check her out. You'll see her online. Lovey and I have been online for the same time, years. Last week she did a video and I watched that video. Remember when I said Facebook went down and they quickly changed all the numbers to the African influencers? She came and talked about how Facebook went down. All these millions and millions of dollars people are paying to stop hackers. Do you know Facebook was hacked at one time? That they had to pay millions from ransomware. Hey, just be praying. Because if your Facebook balance is $500 now or $400 or the ones in America, those influencers in America that are making 4,000 on TikTok and all that. Imagine you making 4,000 of views on TikTok. That Davido video that I did, asking Davido, did his child get killed by drug dealers in his house? That video went up to 1 million views. When I went to my son, Rich KJT, I said, KJ, log in into my TikTok from this way. Unfortunately, TikTok wouldn't let you monetize from another location until you've been in that location for 60 days. But the approximately amount of that video was $4,000. Imagine a 1 million view video, $4,000. That's why people in the UK, in the US, France, Germany, Italy, and Spain need to go and learn TikTok monetization. Okay? One lady contacted me. She said she wants to learn it from me one-on-one. One-on-one is too expensive. $300 is what I'm charging. I just don't have the time to be doing anymore or whatever. I lost money teaching people so much. And a lot of people are touching stream ads and content creation and monetization. They don't want to use it because they're too lazy. They want fast money. If you don't learn that, you cannot monetize your work. Brain Jota, Sabinos, all these guys, they had to learn monetization. They had the content, but they needed the monetization training, and they got it. So don't sit down there and say you want to create content. I'll see them videotaping on the road when I was in Lagos. People will be videotaping skits on the road in Aja and everything. And I will go to them and say hi to them, and they'll say they don't even know how to monetize it. They're just filming it. So what Lovey said was, in about 3 weeks, we might lose TikTok on January 19th. Do not put all your market assets on social media. That's what she was saying. And it's a very good advice. Lovey was saying, do not put all your life on social media. You know, in America, some of these TikTok influencers, their shops are on TikTok. Shops that you're buying merchandise. All kinds of stuff is on TikTok. My son said, now that I want to launch my music career, I can't even sell ordinary t-shirt because TikTok is gone. You know, it's going to be going. Many of them all their assets are in that TikTok. Imagine, let me give you an example. Let's say your Facebook balance is $500 and you are lying on your bed, jejely on YouTube Live now. You are thinking about that $500 in your Facebook that will come next month. All of a sudden, Facebook is hacked. All your banking information is there. The hackers now steal millions of banking information. Now, today, we hear that. How many times have we been hearing that for years? From US banks, all kinds of financial institutions, oh, customers' information was compromised. Not only will they steal our banking information, our PayPal, everything, but all the money we have accumulated into our account, they can wipe it up to zero. You know that Facebook is in trouble, right? How's Facebook going to get all that data back? How's Facebook going to be able to say, Kemi is the one that got $3,000, that person got $500? How do they even? That's why they don't argue with the hackers. They pay them straight, ransomware. Facebook doesn't want us to know. We've seen ransomware. Look at United Healthcare when they seized it. The hackers got into it. United Healthcare. They approved everybody's operation, everything. And Brian Thompson had to pay $20 million in ransomware. I mean, you don't know. There's the CEO of United Healthcare that they assassinated, that Luigi Mangione killed. He had to pay $20 million ransomware. That one just came out too. People don't like insurance company as it is already, especially health insurance company. Now they will not hack you. They will not ask you for money. Asadu or somewhere, I sent you 100K. I'm so sorry. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I will check the accounts. Princess JK, thank you. I will check the accounts. TikTok is supposed to come down on January 19th. Biden is not going to allow any nonsense. Who started this stuff? Who started this thing with ByteDance? My skin is so beautiful. I've said it. Stop doing hookup. Stop smoking. Stop doing shisha. Stop smoking weed. Everybody's using all this nonsense and they want to have my skin. Girls are asking me everywhere. Facebook, TikTok, your TikTok. I don't use filter and all that now. If I use filter, my face will be red. I don't like those filters. You know what I'm saying? Stop using all this nonsense. Stop using creams. You go and cook cream. You know, you'll be buying creams that will bleach your face. You'll be buying rubbish from celebrities, creams that celebrities are making in their kitchen. You know what I'm saying? People ask me what I'm using. If I tell you exactly what I'm using for my skin, I don't have a regimen. Okay, some people say, okay, please just tell us the name of your soap. Just tell us. The problem I have with that is that I'm a famous person and I can't be influencing without getting money. So I can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a famous person. In 2025, I'm going to reach out to many companies to do endorsements for them. Since I'm leaving journalism permanently now. Maybe when I get better, when my health gets better, I can say, hey, company, let me cook with your food here. Let me do this, let me do that. However, you know, I don't know yet. However, it's like, I told you I use Kojic soap, okay? Everybody went to buy Kojic soap, you don't need anything. Moisturizer, ordinary Nivea there. But you go and put in creams that you don't know the components of your body. You know what I'm saying? Gummy bears. Go and buy glutathione gummy bears. It will brighten your skin. You know, it has collagen in there. Lots of collagen. Collagen firms my skin up. I can't get old. You see. Now, thank you so much for the gifts and donations. I'm using that for the next batch of treatments and medicine, and everywhere you go in the world, the money is useless. Well, we try. So let me go back to Donald Trump. Okay, the whole thing about TikTok is that TikTok is a fucking greedy company. It is owned by ByteDance. Let me tell you what they're doing, because some of you don't understand why they want to get rid of it in the US. When TikTok started, they gave monetization to 5 countries. Is it 5? US, UK, France, Spain, Germany, and Italy. 6 countries. Canada is not there. Have you noticed that TikTok closed its offices in Canada? The Canadian government asked them to close a month ago. They're gone. But people in Canada can still watch TikTok. They can still upload their stuff, but there's no office in Canada anymore. What the Canadians didn't want was the national security threat involving TikTok. The Chinese might be using TikTok to spy on Canadians and Americans. So they now told them to sell part of ByteDance. They refused. This whole ByteDance thing started when Trump was leaving in 2020. I hope you all remember that. Trump was the one that initiated it because he saw the loophole. But without that coronavirus stuff, that one clouded Trump's head. Now, guys, listen carefully to what I'm about to say. 4 years later, Biden has fucked up TikTok so much. TikTok has gone to the appeal court. Okay, they have been denied. Supreme Court appeal. Every court has denied them. The last one is appeal court, another denial, which means on January 19th, TikTok is gone. Now, Donald Trump now made a statement a few days ago with regards to TikTok. We used it for the election and the response was very good. Trump is saying, Trump joined TikTok during the election, during the campaign. He joined it, and you see how viral his page look. And there was a good response, a lot of young people there. See, Trump likes that whole lot of young people. Do you think he still wants those kind of people now that he has won? You better shut that TikTok down. He's just joking to you. January 19th. Why do you think they picked that date? When is inauguration? Biden picked that date 2 days before he leaves office. TikTok will shut down. Ain't no way Trump is bringing it back when he enters. He might like it too. So, YouTube now decided to cash in, right? Okay, well, let's talk about Meta first. If you are looking at Instagram story and TikTok, you notice that Instagram story was all copied from TikTok. First half of it was copied from Snapchat. Okay, because even Spiegel refused to sell to Meta. Because he too, they offered it. We are the pioneers of social media. Even Spiegel is the co-owner for Snapchat. He sold some of Snapchat to the Arabs, and then he refused to sell to Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg bought Instagram from Kevin and Mikey. Okay, those ones took their money, they're gone. They're doing something else now. Just like Elon Musk bought Twitter from Jack Dorsey and Bill Stone. So, now, Instagram is half TikTok and half Snapchat. I don't know what they're doing on that side. But what YouTube is doing is YouTube is merging people. They just send me everything now. It's in my DM. It's in my inbox, my email rather. If you are inside my page now, you are watching me, you can't see it because I own the account. If you are sitting next to me and I show you what's inside my account now, TikTok has just dumped all these new things, shops, memberships, very many ways to earn. That's the TikTok people that they are inviting over. They are going and telling people to merge their accounts and move their shop into YouTube. YouTube is not going anywhere. Move their shop. Google owns YouTube and it's in California. Move your shop to TikTok. Come and see the marketing that YouTube is doing right now. And Susan has died. Susan died earlier this year. And her son also died. You know Susan Wojcicki. Susan Wojcicki is the woman that started YouTube monetization. We lost her to cancer this year. You know, when she resigned earlier this year, she said she's stepping down from YouTube marketing to take time with her family, to spend time with her family and spend, she says she's spending more time with her family. And then in February, right after Wigwe died, the very same week, they found Wojcicki's son. University of California at Berkeley. Her 19-year-old son was found dead, fentanyl overdose. So that was the beginning of the end. 12 months later, I can look back now and say Marco Troper, that's his name. Marco was very frustrated and depressed. He battled depression, but we didn't know what was going on. Remember, mom said I'm stepping down from YouTube to spend time with my family. Please be careful. You don't know what people are going through. As I'm lying down here now, you don't know what I am going through. Some of you don't know. You don't know what I'm going through. That's why I'm not talking about Sharia law. I'm not interested in news. I'm not interested in news. Start supporting people first. I'm not interested. I'm changing everything in this channel. I'm talking about important thing. You are asking me to talk about Sharia law. What concerns me with that? Did Oyo State government do anything for me? Did Sheyi Makinde, who I campaigned for on the streets, who I knocked doors and tell people to vote for him the day before, did he give me a job? You want me to be talking about Sharia law in Oyo State? Oyo State did not even celebrate me. My own town, Ibadan. Let me go back to Susan Wojcicki. Last year, Susan Wojcicki, the YouTube CEO, her dad died, a Harvard graduate and an immigrant to America. Esther Wojcicki is the wife, and she wrote a nice essay about her husband and how he was with the 3 daughters. That woman has 3 daughters who are CEOs. Esther Wojcicki, she's a teacher, an educator. She wrote a beautiful essay about her husband, her late husband, a Harvard graduate, how he came from overseas as an immigrant and everything. How she raised their 3 daughters to be top company CEOs. It's Susan we know most, and they all look alike. After that man died around October of 2022. No, 2023. Then come February 2024, Marco Troper, Esther Wojcicki's grandson, Susan's son, found dead of a drug overdose. Then Esther slightly told us in her own essay, he wrote another beautiful essay for the boy, how he was battling depression. Depression from what? Everybody that battles depression has an underlying problem that caused that depression most of the time. But by the end of 2023, Esther Wojcicki's daughter, someone just lost their husband. Her daughter, CEO of YouTube, stepped down to spend more time with family. What we didn't know then, we know now. Susan Wojcicki of YouTube stepped down because she had lung cancer. Never smoked in her life. She was dying from lung cancer. Don't mock people. You don't know what they're dying from. It was what was going on with her lung cancer that she stepped down from YouTube. And it was that illness that bothered the boy in university, and he started going out to use drugs. He went and used Xanax, a tablet, tranquilizer, to sleep well, anxiety, but it was laced with fentanyl, so it killed him. So while Marco was trying to cope with his mother's illness and the stress of it all, the boy ended up dying accidental overdose. When Marco Troper died, Susan had to speak. She had to speak to the media from a statement. A mother losing their child is devastating. 19 years old, Berkeley. Hey, that's like going to Harvard now. So we lost, Marco in February. By June, I think it was June, Susan died. If you go to my GoFundMe, I have a GoFundMe. It's about drug abuse and gun violence. I use it to collect money for my donations too, for those people that have GoFundMe. When you get there, you'll see like 44 posts there. So it's like a blog. The posts are about mostly drug abuse and gun violence. Marco Chopper is the one on top there. I think the last thing I posted was, I think it was May or June. We just heard the bad news. CEO of YouTube, Susan Wojcicki, dead. I just turned around and said, didn't her son just die in February? Now she's dead. Her dad died last year. And the beautiful mother, Esther, the grandma. I said, this woman, in 1 year, she loses her husband, her grandson, and her daughter. Hey, Gbami. And she's still writing a beautiful essay about their lives. Susan was really a nice child. Susan was this, what do me? So it was during the mother's essay about Susan that we now found out she had lung cancer, and that's what was bothering the boy. And the boy ended up stressed up, used drugs. Just see how life ends for many people. You don't know what they're going through. Princess J is going. Thank you. Thank you for your donation too. Dakpo, you came at the wrong time. I can't talk about Sharia law. It's not everything I want to talk about. Northerners are trying to impose. Go and fight the Northerners. I'm not interested. Mabinu. I'm not in Nigeria again. I'm trying to block Nigeria from my everything. Did you not hear what we said? You just arrived. I just shut down Facebook. That's how I shut down Instagram one day. I've not been on Instagram for 4 months. I've not been on X for 4 months. I started using TikTok. I will archive all the videos every week. I just shut it down again. I opened a separate account for my business, Kevin Talks Media, which is running just a separate account, no followers, nothing. I just use it to make videos as a template. I shut everything down. I don't want to do anything anymore. I just feel like talking therapy. My mental health was really damaged by Nigerians at home. Everything is a lie to you. Lies is the only thing you eat in Nigeria. Tinubu sat down visibly with Parkinson's syndrome. Symptoms of Parkinson's, slurred speech. Out of touch with reality. The organizers are to blame for the stampede. The organizers are to blame for the stampede. And journalists were there sitting next to him, including one of his own, Babajide Otutoju or whatever the idiot's name is. Otitoju never wanted me to do newspaper reviews at TVC. I would never ever like that guy. When they burnt TVC down, I was looking at him and saying, hey, they've burnt your station down now. Imagine, I went to prison. I come out of prison. TVC comes to Ibadan, picks me up, puts me in a nice hotel, pampered me. They took me to the station. I did 12 interviews in 6 hours with different shows, different everything, recording. The big, the debate show, I went to play. I did 2 shows over there. The View in the morning, they did my makeup, and then we're going on newspaper review. Before the guest comes out, it's newspaper review. I was the guest. Moriah Afolabi wanted me to come on that desk and do newspaper reviews with them. In other words, we will review what the headlines were and we discuss it. Otitoju said they must not allow Kemi Olunloyo to do newspaper review, that they should bring me out as the guest. So Moriah got into a fight with him. These are things that you're not supposed to know. I hope you know these people I'm talking about. Moriah Afolabi got into a fight with him in the back and said, she's a journalist. Even though Moriah herself fucked up later on during the, during the Kozak case. You know, I don't talk to her anymore. But at that time, she was defending the fact that I'm a journalist. Why can't I review? This is how much they hate you in Nigeria, because they see the threat. Because they see the threat. It's Is anybody commenting? Okay, Dakpo, this whole thing about Sharia law, I wasn't interested. Don't forget, I don't report politics. During my career, I didn't report politics. I don't like politics. So that Sharia law is what? Religion? Is some northern whatever. Not my area. I heard something that they want to impose it or they want to bring it to your state. So you have to go and talk to your state Muslims and all that. Any other questions? I will take questions from people. So if you're in America, go and merge to YouTube. Before I left TikTok, I told everybody following me, one day you won't see TikTok anymore. As in, where I am is not going to be banned, but I won't be using anything like that. I'm only going to be on my YouTube. I opened this YouTube 2011. I actually opened YouTube before 2011, but it was another channel. But this one for work, I opened it 2011. I abandoned it for 3 years and I'm back. I hope you know why I abandoned it for 3 years. You have to remember all these platforms, they had no monetization. You were just uploading anything and anything, but now it's different. Questions for me, guys. I'm going to be a privilege and not a right to, because in 2025 I will not be talking. In fact, nobody will see me on any platform anyway. I will only be on YouTube. And I'll probably be talking to myself and dropping videos, doing a lot of AI. If not the organizers who should be held responsible for the disastrous events in Ibadan, it should really be the police. The police did not regulate the event. If you want an event to happen of that magnitude, you need police protection and police presence. Okay, Nigerians always say we are not in America. Okay, fucking shut up. Don't ask me questions. That's why I tell Nigerians. You're not in America, then don't be in America. You must look at it like you're in America. I don't know anything about UK. I don't know anything about Canada anymore. I'm just using America. Okay, because I live the most in that place. Before you can do any event, okay, if it's an outdoor event, you must have police knowledge. In Nigeria, if they go and tell the police, we want to have a giveaway, a lot of people are coming. You know what police is going to tell you? They're going to ask you for money. Can we have police protection? Okay, we'll send 2 officers there. How much are you paying us? They will ask you for money. All those things are free abroad. We have seen stampedes before, but the way we do that in the US, number one, Nigerians do not learn first aid. Most Nigerians don't know what CPR is, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Most Nigerians do not know any aspect of mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. When I was giving somebody mouth-to-mouth resuscitation in the prison, they were beating me, thinking I was kissing the girl or even banging her chest and all that. Nigerians now have to be taught chest compressions. How you put your hands in front of your chest, both your hands. You put it like this in a fist, next to each other when you're walking into a stadium, a Walmart on Black Friday morning, or Queen Naomi giveaway. I've seen stampedes happen at Walmart when they open the doors for Black Friday. You don't see them again in America because people were taught. And we remember Travis Scott's concert. If you remember that concert, lots of people died and they were crushed in the crowd. I don't go to concert because of that reason. I can't survive a concert. Ruger's concert, I was in the front row. And it wasn't big, it was in a hotel in the garden. So, even so, those kids, when they started pushing, anyway, me, I entered the stage because I was a VIP. Now, Black Friday, people are lining up. They were lining up at the door since 4 a.m. Black Friday in America. Average Walmart. The average department store are gone now. Macy's and all that. Neiman Marcus, many of them have gone out of business. Kmart. People will line up at 4 o'clock. So when the main door opens, why can't you line up and walk in that store? It's like they just open it and everybody just rushes in. So we've seen 1 or 2 dead in stampedes or taken to the hospital. But as time went on, they started teaching people how to put their hands together and all that. People were telling me that parents were throwing their children across the barrier to go and get their gifts. That is the sign of a bad president and governor. When you see people throwing their children, maybe we did it when we were young. When we were young, our parents like, oh yeah, go and get your own present now. They didn't throw us, so go and get your own present. That's just to tell you how Tinubu is out of touch with reality, saying the organizers are to blame. What is the bigger picture? When I left Nigeria, I left with 600,000 naira in my hands. 500,000 naira. It was $600. I've never in my life traveled with $600 before. 500,000, 768. I was crying when the Abuki gave me the money on Admiralty in Lekki on my way to the airport. Imagine 500,000, $500,000 naira, $600. Today, what is $500,000 naira? $300. Tinubu has not figured that he has stolen our money. Don't say the exchange rates went down. It is Tinubu that took our money. The police was responsible for all that disaster. That was their job. It was their job. It was not even the organizer. Were the organizers there yet? What about Riomi Hamzat, who said, I'm not an organizer, I'm just somebody that advertised it as a media partner? Everybody was arrested. Now the Archdiocese Bishop has been arrested. What do you want to do? And some of the employees, now Anambra is next. It doesn't mean that when somebody lines up, they will come in one by one still. But nobody made attempts for them to line up. There should be a better way. Gombe State. Somebody drove into the Christmas parade. Did that not happen in Germany last week? At the Christmas markets, somebody drove into the crowd. These are hard times, spiritual times. I did a video on it. This is the last video I posted this evening. Go and watch it. Sanichi, thank you for being Team Sophia. I'm not Team Sophia. Which Sophia are you talking about? Are you talking about Sophia Momodu? I'm not any part of Sophia Momodu's team. All of you are stupid. That's how one girl went to put on TikTok. Kemi Olunloye has finished fight with Iyabo Ojo. She's posting nice things about Iyabo now. Posting what nice things? I'm mocking her. I'm never going to be friends with Iyabo Ojo. This is somebody that betrayed me the worst. Came back in 2019 to apologize for what happened at Port Harcourt prison, that her PA was the one that sent that whole... she came and apologized, not knowing she had a critical part in it by collecting 10 million naira to keep me in prison. So they were paying her not to come to prison, so that every time I went and Yabo didn't show up, I was returned to my cell. So now you all know why I was staying there very long and they were not releasing me despite my bail. Yabo had to use it against me during the Mohbad case. Just like he picked up the tape of VDM masturbating, he now brought my own tape crying with my PTSD, mocking my PTSD. Someone that her mother died of a mental illness. Yabo's mother died of schizophrenia and she was paranoid. Paranoid schizophrenia. The woman was shitting on her body every time. They would be beating her. Something you should have kept your mouth shut. You had the guts to mock my own post-traumatic stress disorder when your mother died of a mental illness as well. At the end of the day, anytime I post about Iyabo, her fans will go there and everything. So I get a lot of views on her content, on anything hate, anything Iyabo. People I don't like, Iyabo, Davido, Tonto, they rush there. And I get paid more on Facebook monetization. I'm the one that's posting now. So at the end of the day, I just mocked her with one dress she wore. Like her hair looked like a donut, and I think some of her fans liked it. You know, they're fake. All these fans are fake. You better leave fan bases in January. Some of you are going to be sacrificed by the people you are fanning. There's going to be a lot of sacrifices next year. In other words, people will die inside fan bases because the celebrity that they're fanning use them as sacrifices. So be very careful with fan bases. So this person went to do a video and said, "Oh, Kemi has ended." And I went into the comment and said, "I haven't ended anything and I haven't started anything. I'm not friends with Yabo, so don't come with this rubbish." You know what I mean? I don't need that. I'm not Team Sophia. Please don't put me in any fan base. I'm not. If you're talking about Sophia Momodu, I'm not Team Sophia. I'm not Team anybody. Okay, I'm Team myself. Okay, I'm not into all that nonsense. I heard she's going to be in Real Housewives of um whatever. You better leave all that shit alone and go and focus on yourself. Go and listen to what TG Jake said yesterday. Focus on yourself on 2025. So please don't thank me for being any team. I don't want you to disgrace yourself because you already did. So Hib Kali, this is the first time I'm live on your page. I haven't been live for 3 years. How are you coping right now with your condition? Does the condition have a name? Hey, you people, honestly. You just say you're asking me how am I doing. Try and know the condition now. Sophia Momodu, I'm not a fan of Sophia Momodu. I'm glad that she has changed her life. She used to use cocaine heavily, very, very heavily in Banana Island. All the Banana Island Illuminati parties, she was there snorting cocaine. She was a heavy cocaine user. And of course, you know the whole weed thing. How she smokes weed like when she just had the baby and breastfeeding. And Davido tried to take custody of him at the end. Just all the mess. Davido is even the worst with drugs now. But Sophia has gone to rehab, and I think she's the one that the NDLE was talking about, but we don't know who it is. But the person is very stigmatized. And I really supported the fact that the person was stigmatized. I don't do anything with the NDLE anymore. I did a campaign with them. 29 months, 18-month campaign online. But I'm done. I've done my own part. I've given them education. I've given Nigerians education. Nobody gave me any award. Nobody gave me any money. Nobody gave me any presidential whatever. I didn't ask for anything. I just did it, and that's it. However, the NDLA spoke about a celebrity, a female celebrity that just finished a drug rehab, and they begged her to come and talk about it on a live, and the person said they were scared that it would destroy their entire fan base. That's what the person said. The person was stigmatized, very, very stigmatized, and said it destroyed. The female person said because of her celebrity status, the fans would be disappointed that she was on drugs and all that. That was the minute I knew it wasn't Tontojiki. You know, it's Sophia. Well, Sophia's fans didn't know she was on. Sophia's fans didn't know she was on drugs. They could just know about that whole weed one, Reno Sinachi, but the cocaine one they wouldn't know about. EJ, how prolific is drug use in Nigeria? What are the worst areas of concern? It's not. It's the same thing as America. The same. I don't know. There's no area of concern. It's all the same. Okay, when you see people acting like zombies on the streets, dirty, living on the streets and all that, that's the same thing going on in Nigeria. It's just that the drug is different. It's loud. Okay, loud and mixtures of it. All this stuff causes zombie-like behavior. We don't have the fentanyl scourge. I was one of the people that worked hard on that with the NDLEA. We have a lot of zombie drugs and everything. Every drug is in Nigeria. Nigeria is the number one for drugs in Africa, followed by South Africa and then Guinea. Those three. We're seeing a lot of shipments in Africa from Colombia. Putumayo, Colombia is producing 2 tons of cocaine every single day. 2 tons. Most of it is not going into the United States. They're going to Africa. We're seeing shipments in Africa. We're seeing abandoned cocaine in the middle of the waters. They found enough cocaine to feed the entire New Zealand for 30 years. They found that near New Zealand, floating on the water. They found another one, about $300 million, floating on it in Sicily, in Italy, abandoned because the feds were coming. So, but most of the shipments going out of Putumayo is going to Africa, and their cartels, CJNG, they are very, very dangerous. These guys have total arsenals of guns. They lined up their armored cars and all their guns, and I counted maybe 45 cars. This is an army. If you mess with, they'll kill you straight. The CJNG Mexico, they are, that cartel are producing a lot, a lots of cocaine, but it's still 2 tons a day going out of Putumayo, Colombia. NDLA caught some people today. Look at the amount of cocaine those guys were standing in front of in a warehouse, and they're storing them in warehouses in Lagos. And then that cocaine is going. Where do these drugs end? At all the Banana Island parties, all the high scale parties. That's all they're doing. They're snorting cocaine. And another thing is the money is moving around. That's why you're seeing people drinking alcohol in the club, paying 30 million on the bill, flying private jets up and down. All these celebrities you see, they're all selling drugs. You know what I mean? I think it's a singer's wife, allegedly. Who are you talking about? Singer's wife? I don't understand. Sanichi. You said Sophia Momodo. I told you I'm not Team Sophia. I don't watch reality shows. I don't watch Big Brother. I don't watch any of that stuff. I don't have time. Some journalists watch it because they have to report it. Anything like reality shows, beauty contests, all those people that go on those shows are low self-esteem. They're looking for fame. Okay, I'm not into that kind of stuff. They want to be famous. They want endorsements. They want this. They want that. And there are people who didn't do anything and they get famous, But I don't like people like that. I'm not a fan of them. Lack of education, its effects on poverty seems to be a huge problem. All that stuff is problem in Africa. The celebrity that NGL is talking about it's allegedly a singer's wife. Say the name of the person. I don't know who it is. I've been trying to know who it is, but I wouldn't ask Femi. If I ask Femi, he'll tell me, but I don't want to ask Femi. A singer's wife. No, wait. Which singer is that? I thought it was Sophia. Hey, look at, why do you guys know Alex Paul? All these fake names. How are you feeling about the pain you are complaining? What is the pain I was complaining about? Please have compassion for me. Hey, the mama sorrow anyhow about the pain you are complaining about. Have a name for it. Emerald, Annie, maybe. Annie who? Idibia. She's not a drug user now. Annie Idibia is not a drug user. Singer's wife. Is it Two-Face? Or was there something I missed that Annie said she wasn't on? Alex, please don't talk again. I'm really getting upset at you. You don't know what pain is. Maybe back pain. You guys just sit down there and you're just like, maybe. So you just think I'm screaming pain forever. Maybe back pain. I don't have back pain. Please don't talk about my pain. None of you even care. No donation, nothing. But the pain you are complaining about, it's rude. Forget it. Don't talk about it, please. People that care are caring. The streets have been saying allegedly that Annie is on drugs. Who is the streets? Mention names, I beg. I don't think it's her. I talk to Two Face. I don't think Annie is on drugs. I think it's Sophia. Because Sophia went and cleaned up. And they asked Sophia to come. And Sophia said it will totally destroy her fan base because her fans like her a lot and they wouldn't believe she was doing drugs. It makes sense to be Sophia because now she probably didn't want to come because of this reality show. You know, they have NDAs. You know what NDAs are? Non-disclosure agreements. They cannot tell you that they're filming anything until last minute. Then they make the announcement. That's how the entertainment industry works. They don't want negative energy. So now they have made the announcement that Real Housewife of Lagos will premiere and Sophia will be there. It's Sophia Joe. You know. Alex Paul, you're not a real person. I'm not talking to you. I only talk to real names on YouTube. You have a fake name. I don't talk to fake names. Undisclosure. Any other questions? Okay, people have gone down to 75. Any other questions? I've not eaten dinner. I've not eaten lunch. What is this? Okay, yeah. I have neuropathy. Okay, nerve pain. A damaged nerve. Neuropathic pain. That's what I have. Try to know what people have. Not just, how's your pain? You know, it's rude. I need DB. I will go and find out more. Maybe I'm not online now. I can't open Instagram. I can't open TikTok. I want to just read for everything now and read articles where I need to. Imagine we didn't have social media before. We only had the Google. We had the websites and the Google, and that's where we read everything. You don't need social media for all that. You can just read it online as a Google article. No X in real time. X was destroyed. Twitter was destroyed by Elon Musk big time. $12.51. Some of you are in Nigeria. You could have donated a gift on this live. Somebody donated 400 naira. Do you know how to donate gift on YouTube? Mommy, can I talk to you? No, nobody calls me mommy and nobody gets to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Outside social media, there's nowhere for you to talk to me to start with. All right. I don't give anybody access to me since I left Nigeria. Then you called me mommy. So fucking annoying. I want to block you. Dr. Kemi, did you work at CVS or Eckerd? Both. Eckerd became CVS. You remember? Sanichi for £4. So you're even, is it £4 or $4? So you're even in America. Why are you guys all using fake names? Okay, EJ, pregabalin is not a good drug for everybody. Your lung collapse. Wait, pregabalin only has one dose. I used it for a month. I could not continue. I had hypoventilation. Okay, hypoventilation. Imagine your doctor should have taken you off before that. I will lie down on my bed. I will lose my breath. In my sleep, I will die for 1 second and I will come back. Like I lose my breath. It's very scary. I will like go like that. I will just go like this. Like it's like I almost died, or even I die self and I come back. That's what pregabalin was doing to me. I couldn't use it. When I was in Ghana during the African Games in March, I went to East Legon to see a Doppler ultrasound radiologist who gave me an antibiotic for my foot because it was swelling. Like I hit it hard on a piece of furniture where we were staying, the Airbnb we were staying. I walked into the sofa and I hit it hard. So ever since that whole hitting the furniture thing, the fiery pains have gotten worse. So she gave me so she gave me the clindamycin antibiotic and what else? The blood pressure drug so that my blood pressure will be regulated when it's going down there and I won't have DVT. But there was one pharmacist that said, tell your doctor about pregabalin. The doctor wanted to give me Celebrex. I refused. It helps. So when you're a pharmacist, it really helps. The reason I refused, are you listening? The reason I refused is because Celebrex was discontinued in the United States. Gathering that I was in the United States for 11 years, did he return to the market? I have to read up about it, but it was removed because people with heart problems. People develop heart problems. When they removed Celebrex, that was it for me. Which leaves what? Gabapentin, Neurontin. Gabapentin would have been good, but I don't know. So I went to see a neurologist. And they told me I can have nerve surgery or I can have stem cells. Some of you have said acupuncture. Well, I don't know. Everything's money and I don't have any money. You know, one of my solutions would be to move back to the States, but that would come with a lot of wahala. Apartments, rents, and I won't be working. How much is disability? How much is pension? How much is early pension? Anyway, so that was it. Asadu Osonwo said, so sorry, doctor. Please forgive and forget. Forgive and forget who? Who are you talking about? All these comments that are coming after I finish talking. Are you talking about Yabo Joe? Yabo is not anything you should forgive and forget. You can't forget what Yabo did. Yabo was even part of the assassination attempt on my life. She knew everything was going on now. I don't know. I can't forgive anybody and forget. Forgiveness is for remorseful people. If you're not remorseful, I can't forgive you. I can't forgive Davido. Imagine all that stuff. Will you let Davido tell your mother to oil her pussy? Cheap drug user, mad woman, weary. Will you let Davido tell your mom that? If you can let Davido tell your mom that, then you're okay with me. So many CVS are closing down. So many stores are filing Chapter 13. You know why? It's because even Party City is closing down. My childhood memory. I heard Kmart is gone. Everything is gone. Nima Marcus is gone. The reason why many CVSs are closing down, CVS was the largest drugstore in America. I can't turn to CVS. The reason many of the drugstores are going, even Walgreens, is because of the lawsuits. Maybe you saw the lawsuits. When doctors were giving everybody Percocet, Percodan, Oxycodone, Oxycontin, Duragesic, fentanyl. When doctors were prescribing pain medicine anyhow, many people died. One town in Ohio, they sued, I think it was Walgreens, they sued, and they got a huge settlement. Families of the lost ones got money. And to me, it was the wrong thing to do. They cheapened. How those drugs walked out of the pharmacy, I don't know. We were the pharmacists at that time. You cannot have a narcotic leaving my store unless you brought a gun in and tried to rob me at gunpoint. There was no fucking way. A lot of lawsuits now. Adderall. We're not left a pharmacy in America. Adderall was supposed to be a drug for attention deficit disorder. That one too got on the streets, right? It won't come out of the not not in my pharmacy. I manage several CVS pharmacy as pharmacy manager, and I was the health-wise coordinator in Baltimore. Today I can't even stand up straight because of the pain. Anyway, I've done my part. If they like, they can continue suing. One day there won't be any drugstore and you'll see what's going to happen. It's going to be very hard when people don't have a drugstore to go to. You know what I mean? It's okay to call me Dr. Kemi. I actually don't like to be called doctor, like a medical doctor. I like to be called Dr. Kemi. One name, Dr. Kemi. Because some people call me doctor, like I'm the medical doctor. I'm not a medical. This is why David Hunter he fucked up and TVC. She lied that she was a medical doctor. They had no idea that doctor of pharmacy is the only pharmacy degree in North America. 1988 was the last BS pharmacy degree. We were the last set of BS pharmacy degree, and everybody had to go through. If you wanted to go through accelerated PharmD, you did. Or you went and did it elsewhere. But it's PharmD now, entry level, whatever, you know. Imagine them thinking I was a medical doctor and saying I lied. Can you imagine? But I just don't like that whole anti. The word anti or auntie. When we were young, our house girls are who we call auntie. Auntie Kemi, auntie this, and I didn't, not professionally, I beg. The problem is that social media became my office. To other people, social media is where they socialized, their playground. In real life, if somebody were to come to my office and call me Auntie Kemi, they'll leave at the door. They'll leave at the door. That's what my brother did to someone. There were two top jobs, 450,000 a year. In 2019, if an employer is paying you 450,000 a year, I say a year, a month, 450,000 naira a month salary. And the final two candidates, one candidate got the job, the other didn't get the job. The one that didn't get the job was the one that's supposed to get it. But he called my brother uncle during the interview. Uncle, instead of calling somebody Mr. Olu lawyer, he went to call them uncle. That's where they get into trouble, you know. Okay, so we've done 2 hours on this live. I will come live again tomorrow. I know you want to ask me everything about the news, but I don't have opinion about any political topics. It's just a lot of bad things going on right now. The governor of Jigawa State lost his mother like yesterday. This morning, his son was killed in a car crash. You know, all these people that evil things are happening to them, they don't notice that the military went and dropped bombs on top of Sokoto villages, killed people. But when politician's son dies and politician's mother, everybody shouting condolences. What about the faces of the dead that we didn't see in Sokoto? I can't continue doing all these videos. It doesn't even pay me. It doesn't pay me. Nothing pays me on YouTube and TikTok until I speak Yoruba. So I don't even care. Rest in peace to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I so dislike news now. It's just not my thing anymore, you know? When you do a job and you do it well and people are there harassing you, bullying you, abusing you, you leave that job. When the food is not being served at the table anymore, you leave that table. That's how it is. People don't understand that yet about news. You know, if I worked at TVC channels and all those now, I'll have an assignment editor. So there's a way I don't want to work there. I don't want to work at them. Assignment editors tell you what assignments you have to do, where you go, who you report, who you don't. In Nigeria is different. Okay. One television station told me that they were scared that I would abuse the president on air. Maybe that's what Oyimai did. Oyimai did not even abuse the president. Oyimai was doing his show, Kakai something, on AIT. So there's a part where they read the tweets of the people. So Oyimai was reading tweets of viewers. And one person abused Buhari and he read the tweets out and then the embassy sanctioned them. NBC sanctioned them for 5 million naira. Arise News was reporting about EndSARS, and they were talking about EndSARS and NBC fined them 5 million because they were saying negative things about the government. So someone like Kemi Olunloyo now. My name is Kemi Lawrence now. I don't use Olunloyo anymore. I don't use my family's name anymore. I changed my name in 2010 in Canada. I'm just using it now. Now, someone like me, Dr. Kemi is going to say anything out, and we are not sure. So that's why they didn't hire me. They were scared of what I would say, and the NBC will find them. That's not how to run journalism. You leave that place right away. You leave countries like that. When your employer is not sure what you're going to say on air, then there was that billionaire in Ibadan. Anything that you want to involve me in, and you don't treat me fair, it never goes well. The guy that owns a state-of-the-art television station, AI something, the station is dead now. It was a brand new station at that time. He wanted to bring me in. People were excited. He wanted me to host the morning show live on TV. The excitement would have been so great and everything, but the guy was scared. Did you hear me? The billionaire guy called me to his office that he will pay me this amount of money not to talk. Can you imagine? You're going to a TV station to work. They're going to pay you this big money not to go live. Can you imagine? He wanted me to do non-live programs. You get it? Okay, so Kemi, can you host a show about women and family life? So we go into the studio, we're going to host the show. If we need a guest, we call guests. We record it. Everything recorded. I couldn't go live on morning show. I couldn't go live on news. I couldn't go live. I said, keep your money. I turned the offer down. All because of NBC. They're scared what I will say on the air. That means they don't have any confidence in me. I'm a professional. I left Nigeria. I left the Wahala, and I've been online since then. I've been online since then. You guys don't know where I am now. Where I am, I'm 4 hours ahead of Nigeria. Some of you said I was in Dubai. I'm not in Dubai. Dubai is not even 4 hours. Dubai is 3 hours. I'm in the Pacific Islands somewhere. Hey. What is the time in Nigeria? Nigeria will be like, we are getting ready to wake up here. Can someone tell me what the time is? Okay, Nigeria is 1:16. Some of you are in Nigeria, you're still awake watching me on YouTube. So guys, this is what's going on. Living life, can we not spare my life, please? Living life, I deleted your whatever. Don't come and spam my life. I don't like that. Okay. Everybody's trying to use my platform so that they can gain followers. I worked hard. Please don't come with that nonsense. Okay, so go and tell all your friends. I closed down Facebook for now. I will come back maybe January 25th, the anniversary of my page, 2013 to 2025, 12 years. And then I'll come back again February 9th, the last day in journalism. But I don't think I'm going to do any form of journalism between now and February 9th. So let's just kill that one off. I'll do an official. I'm going to Ghana in February to have a party with my fans. They said they want to celebrate me in Ghana. Imagine, Ghana, not New Nigeria. So I'm not using Facebook right now. I deactivated it. If I turn it back on, I'm not interested in anything to post. I just want everybody. I'm going into seclusion for now. No WhatsApp, no nothing. God bless you all. Thank you for watching. Thanks for all the gifts. Those of you that gave me gifts on this live, and those of you that gave me gifts in my account, thank you so much. I'll see you guys again. Bye bye.